Hey everyone, Val here, and I have a tag. I've been tagged by Sandy over at Let's Get Fit with Sandy, and this is another one of the Tuesday tags. I'm not sure what day I'll be uploading this, but this is a tag that I need to catch up on, so I'm going to do this tag today. I did finish another hat, so this is the hat that I finished. It's in variegated yarn. It's real pretty. A little lighter than the normal colors that I use, but I like it. It turned out real pretty. So I'm doing a couple more hats with that same yarn. And that's the same yarn I used on the other hat, but I added some darker brown in with it. And I did every other row with the lighter color, every other row with the darker brown. And that turned out pretty too, but I like this variation with just the light colors also. So let's get started with the tag. Question number 1, and this is 10 questions. What's the first thing you notice about somebody when you first meet them? Their face, their hair, their size, or other? I notice, like, if they have any features that really pop out, that's what I'll notice first. Like if they have really beautiful eyes, because some people have really pretty eyes, and like with the women, if they have their eyes looking pretty or something, and or just skin. Sometimes I'll notice skin, like if somebody has really clear skin and just smooth and beautiful, I'll notice that. That's the very first thing. Like they say, first impressions. You meet somebody, say, oh wow, they're really pretty. They're or even with guys. I mean, you can say that with guys too. They have nice skin. They, you know, they just that whatever pops out first. You know, oh, look at her fingernails. She has really pretty fingernails, or whatever. After that, it's what's inside them. So first impression would be anything that is pretty about them, or I guess that stands out about them. The way their hair is done, or, you know, like I have really thin hair and I hate it. But if somebody has really maybe thick or beautiful hair, I would notice that first. So and then after that is what's inside, what's in their heart, how they carry themselves. That type of thing. Number 2, would you rather be very beautiful or very intelligent? This is a hard question because it can go both ways. Like, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, and beauty is also inner beauty. And I always want to have that inner beauty about me. But I want to be smart, and I always take every opportunity I can to learn something new. I've always done that. So intelligence doesn't have to mean you're a genius. I would not want to be a genius. I think people that are too smart tend to miss out on other things in life. They just are, I don't know, sometimes intelligence lacks common sense and compassion. Not saying all the time, because there's some people that are very intelligent that are also compassionate, but I'd like a balance of both. I want the inner beauty and a little bit of enough of intelligence to get me through life, I guess. So I want to be the middle of the road average Joe, like I am. So I mean, that works for me. Number 3, if you could eat any food in any amount forever and never gain weight, what would it be? And this is a hard question for me because I love all kinds of food. So for me, I'm thinking like, see, one of my favorite things is seafood. I can go to a seafood buffet and eat for 3 or 4 days. So And I don't care if it's fried or broiled or, you know, steamed or whatever. I love some seafood. So I think it would be seafood. Fried seafood is good. Any kind of seafood. Number 4. If you could choose any vehicle you can drive on land, what would it be? If you could choose any vehicle you can drive on land, what would it be? Is it free? If I could choose any vehicle and it was free, I would take an RV. Because I've always wanted to have an RV so I could go explore, you know, anywhere I wanted to go in an RV. And it doesn't even have to be big. Just something that we could just take off and visit different places and spend, you know, 6 months, a year on the road, just going from place to place and learning about things and seeing things that we've never seen before. And I actually did take a trip when I was in the like the 6th grade or something. After the school year ended, I went on a trip with my aunt, cross country in the car from northern New York to California, going up through North Dakota, South Dakota, California, going down through Texas area, and then back up to New York. It took us over a month, I think, and we saw a lot of different places. But because I was so young, I didn't appreciate the trip like I think I would have if I was older. I know I wouldn't. I would appreciate it more now. So it was an amazing trip, but I would want to do it as an adult. So that's what I would do. Number 5, would you rather be able to control the temperature of the weather to either make it cold or hot, or have the ability to make it rain or snow? So would you rather control the temperature with the ability to make it cold or hot, or to make it rain or snow? I guess I would say I would control it to make it cold or hot. That way, kind of like your thermostat. If you're cold and you want a little more warmth, you can control it by turning the temperature up higher so you can get a little warmer. If you were warm, you could turn it down. Kind of be like the outside having a thermostat, I guess. I could turn it up and down. That way, if it was 70 degrees out, it wouldn't snow, so you'd be controlling it anyway. Because I don't think you could get snow in 70-degree weather. So I guess I'd rather be able to control the temperature to make it hot and cold. Alright, question number 6. If you could go back in time, what era of time would it be? Oh, I like this question. So if I could go back in time, I was thinking about the 50s just because of the clothes and stuff, but I really think it'd be like the Wild West. I'm more of a Wild West kind of person. So I think if I could go back in time, I'd go back to the Wild West. I don't think it's forever. I think it would be like just to visit. Definitely the Wild West. Number 7. You have to choose one. If you had to choose one, what would it be? Number 1, a polar bear plunge, or number 2, a very hot sauna. And this is a no-brainer for me. I do not like the cold, so mine would be a very hot sauna. And I've been in some really hot saunas before. I stay in for a couple of minutes, and I don't stay in very long. But it really does, it feels refreshing. So a very hot sauna. Number 8, which would you do? Number 1, walk on broken glass. Or number 2, lay on a bed of nails. I was going with broken glass, but I'm thinking if you lay on a bed of nails, all the nails have the same sharpness. So if you laid on them and your weight was pretty much distributed, it wouldn't hurt as bad as walking on glass, where you may have a very sharp piece of glass in there, or, you know, all the glass would not be the same. It would just be broken. And you may have a shard in there that really would go up into your foot or something. I think with a bed of nails, being that they're all even and all the same, and I think that would be better, because all the weight is on your feet versus your weight being distributed. So for me, I think I would lay on the bed of nails. Number 9, if you could become any other person for 1 week, who would it be? For me, thinking about this question, I would go with anybody in missions, in the missions field, because I would want to be in with children or adults with me, and I guess it kind of does mirror my life a little bit, like just helping out and giving support to people in need. So I always wish that I could afford to be in missions and just do that as my way of life. I can't afford to do that, but I do put a lot of it into my life. But like, I'm thinking like Mother Teresa, you know, just giving up everything to help people in need, that kind of a person. So anybody that would do that, just to go, I'd love to go on a missions trip and just do for a week or 2 weeks or whatever, just work in missions, just put myself out there and help in any way I could. I used to do that when we had Caritas in our church. I would take a week off work, and just my week would be dedicated to helping to take care of the families that came to the church to live in the church. So, you know, I'd get up very early in the morning to cook them breakfast and pack, make sure they had their lunches to go out on the bus to the children go to school and stuff, and then come back in the evening to make sure that the different groups came in to make dinner, but to make sure that the room was ready for them and they had everything they needed. The bathrooms were clean, and the showers were ready to go. The towels were clean. I would take towels home and wash all the towels from the shower, and just maybe go shopping and get items they needed for food items, for their lunches or for their breakfast. And different groups would come in to cook the dinner, you know, making sure the kitchen was clean and stuff like that. So I loved doing that for the week. It was very exhausting, but very rewarding. So anything like that. And then number 10, which would you choose? Instant weight loss to go and stay there forever, or multimillionaire and weigh 350 pounds forever? So would I rather hit an instant weight loss and stay there forever, or be a multimillionaire and weigh 350 pounds forever? I can honestly say I've never weighed 350 pounds. I have weighed around 250 or so pounds. It was not pleasant. I never want to be there again. And I don't need $1 million to be a multimillionaire. I don't need that money. So I would rather just lose the weight, stay there, be happy, and stay at the money level that I'm at, because that's enough to be able to afford to do what I want to do. So those are my answers. That's the 10 questions, and I forgot to tag people, but I'm going to tag the same people anyway. So I'm going to tag Leah down at Homesteading. I'm going to tag Buzzsaw and his lovely wife, and I'm going to tag Fairyana Vlogs and Lady Jane, and anybody else who wants to do the tag, you're welcome to do the tag. But that's our Tuesday tag with a twist for this week. So thank you all for watching. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed and you want to, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye now.